So I got something real good for you. So one of my students came to me and she said, Ken, I believe the guy that I'm dating is seeing someone else. And I said, why do you think that? And then she began to just tell me different things. And I said, what makes you that? Are you sure? Because a lot of times what you think is not so, but you think it based on your past experience. Like my business partner, Milana Shani, calls it your pain brain. So you think what you think because your pain brain says, that looks familiar. I believe he or she is seeing someone else. So today I'm going to do the 5 signs that he is seeing someone else, that he's dating other women. Let's get started. Number one, how to know that a man, that he's seeing other women. Number one, there is a significant level of inconsistency. So what do I mean by inconsistency? He tells you one thing and does another, and you don't ever know what to expect from him. How do you know someone is inconsistent in their behavior? Because you never know what to expect. Now, you might want to expect something. You might want to believe that he's going to show up on time or he's going to show up at all. But the truth of the matter is you don't know, and because he is very inconsistent. Now, inconsistency is an illustration of his character. But see, here's the thing. He might say things like, I gotta work. I work a lot. Or I gotta be with my kids a lot. But the behavior seems to be inconsistent. Okay? And the reason he's inconsistent is because he's juggling. I call it juggling. When you juggling multiple women, you are inconsistent in your behavior. And so I'm talking about obvious inconsistencies. You know, like I said, he doesn't follow through and do what he says he's going to do. And you're gonna understand what I'm saying in a minute a little bit deeper. But the truth is, there's a level of inconsistency, and it's noticeable. All right? That's one sign that he's seeing someone else, because he's juggling. Okay? Saying one thing, doing another. Number 2, he changes things at the last minute a lot, or several times. You got something planned, and all of a sudden you've been planning, and then he comes back and says, "Oh, I gotta work. Hey B, I gotta work. You know what? They just sprung it on me. I gotta work." And he changes. Yeah, if you ever been with somebody and at the last minute he's switching up on you. At the last minute, you've been planning to do this, you've been planning to do that, but he's switching up at the last minute. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. So when somebody does the switcheroo at the last minute a lot, that means that some other thing has come in and taken precedence over you and what you guys had planned. Now, unless his kid is sick from school, I doubt it's something that's serious. Because listen, you never forget what I told you. A man trades his time for the thing that he values. And so whatever he's trading his time for, he values more than you, especially if he's taking time from you. All right? What a man trades his time for, a man trades his time for the things that he values. Period. Why is it that somebody's with you, but they're inconsistent, one, and now number 2, they're changing their plans a lot at the last minute? Okay, that's a sign, y'all. A sign that somebody else in the picture. He messing with somebody else, y'all. Somebody else diverted his attention. And what we do is, what do we say? Oh, okay, you sure? You working? Oh, okay. Okay, and y'all know what I'm talking about, because you know that you don't feel right. Inside you, it just doesn't feel right. And what you do is you disregard that feeling because you want him to be genuine, authentic. What I'm saying is, y'all, don't disregard the intuition that you feel. And I'm going to get that. I'm going to get back to that in a second. But he changes things at the last minute. Just watch. Watch. Number 3, how do you know someone is seeing somebody else or seeing other women? How do you know? Number 3, ooh, he is a fogger or a flipper. He's a fogger or a flipper. I bet you like, what the hell is a fogger? Okay, so I used to teach around the country. I would go in and teach people some of the stuff I teach y'all. Communication stuff, mumbo jumbo stuff that I'm good at. I know how to influence people. So I used to teach team leaders. And one of the terms that I used to say that's called fogging. When you're dealing with an employee, they usually fog. And fog is when you're talking to them about something, they put the light or the fog on someone else or something else. So, for instance, in relationships, they're talking to you about not cutting the grass. And then what they say is, the fogger says, or deflector, you can use the word deflector. I just like fogging. Or they say, no, well, what about you? You didn't wash the dishes. So what they're doing is deflecting and putting fog on something else. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and you try to hold them accountable for not showing up, changing the plans at the last minute, inconsistency like we talked about before. But what they do is deflect or flip it to something else. They'll flip, and put it on you. So they'll flip it and put it back on you. My wife says I used to be a good flipper, right? I flip it and I turn it on her. So we talking about one thing. She was talking about me years ago. She don't let me flip now because she identifies it now. I done taught her too much. She identifies when I'm trying to flip it. And then what he does is he will make you feel bad about doing something. Let me give you an example. Can I give you an example of what we do? Watch this right here. So you look at him watching his page on his phone, and you look at him, put it down, take it with him to the bathroom, and you ain't crazy. You know every time he go out the room, he take the phone with him. You ain't crazy. It's not like he doesn't keep it. He doesn't do it. And so you confront him. You say, hey, listen, here's what I noticed. I noticed every time you leave the room, you take your phone with you. And he says, wow, watch this. So you don't trust me. How could I ever be with somebody that don't trust me? I don't even want to be with you. And next thing you know, you can trust me? No, seriously, you can trust me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean no bad. And now you done flipped that shit. Flipped it on your ass. And then he put the fog on something else, the issue of trust. Now the fog is on the trust. He flipped it on you, and now put the fog on the trust issue. The issue is that you're taking your phone out. You know what I'm saying? That was the issue. Now what has happened is, now the issue that was in hand, it's gone. So listen, y'all. I mean, when a person is doing that, they're flipping, and many times they do that because other people in the picture. Other people in the picture, y'all. So look at them. I'm telling you, they're flipping, then fogging. I mean, hey, listen, y'all, I'm giving you the game. Hey, some of my partners be like, man, I'm going to bust you upside the head. Woo! I'm telling you the truth, man. All right, number 4. How do you know a man is seeing someone else? He is very secretive. And some people, so get this, some people mistake private for secret. So he might say, I'm just a private person. But the truth is, I started at 1. I started at 1. You know, I thought you knew I started at 1. Come on now, same back time, same back channel. I like what you're doing with your page, though. I try to participate as much as I can. All right, lady, I'm just letting you know. All right, but look, here it is. He's very secretive. So what men do, and y'all, I'm gonna do this on women too. Y'all know I coach both of them. This show is just for women. Sometimes I do it for both people, but I just like doing men because, I want to help people with relationships. And a lot of times, y'all, I've done enough bad in my life before I got serious. And I told God, I'm going to be a man of integrity, you know. So look, I'm telling the truth. I wasn't always perfect. I used to do a lot of this shit I'm telling you. So I asked for forgiveness. And look, I want to do good. So anyway, number 4. All right, so here's what happens. So when he flips it, when he takes his phone in there, and like, you ever notice, like, if he gets off his social media, you don't have his passwords. And I'm not saying he's supposed to give you the password, because y'all maybe haven't been in a relationship that long. But I tell my wife, I lay my phone down all the time. All the time. She has my codes. And I'm not saying that you got to do that. She got the codes to my bank account, because what happens is what you hide divides. What you hide will divide. Now, we've been married 19 years. I said, look, I ain't going out here. I'm not going out here and risking everything I got for a piece of tail. I'm just being honest, y'all. Let's be honest. I don't care how good it is. It ain't that damn good where I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to lose my reputation, my money. I got to get a 1-bedroom apartment. Oh, no. The truth of the matter is, what I do, I go take care of myself before I do that. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know how I am, but I'm just saying. Listen. Being secretive. Listen, you know he's being secretive. And what it is when he flips it on you, when he deflects, when he puts fogs on, when he starts fogging, what you do is, because you want him to be so honest, you want this to work, you want this to be what it is, and then what you do is disregard the red flags that you see. You disregard what you feel in your heart. God gave you intuition for a reason. Intuition is to let you know there's something wrong. There's something going on. And then what you do is, because he makes you feel a certain way, and then he calls you in the morning or texts you in the morning, hey, sugar, I hope your day is beautiful. Hey, beautiful, I hope you're having a good day. Then he starts love bombing you, and you feel like, oh, he loves me. And then you disregard everything else. There are 2 sides of our brain. So I wrote about this in one of my books, right? I was talking about how our emotions deceive us. And so what happens is because we feel a certain way, and then there's the release of these hormones. I call it this love potion, oxytocin, the bonding chemical. We got the dopamine, the feel-good chemical. And then you have the serotonin, the relaxing chemical, and all of this. And then you throw in the opiates. And then what happens is, it's this love potion that's going down. And you feel like, because you feel good about the relationship, you disregard all of the red flags in the relationship. And so your intuition is telling you, I know something is not right. I know something is not right. I realize I can't put my finger on it. I don't have proof. And because you don't have proof, what you do is you accept the things that are going on. And then ultimately you find out that you were validated. Y'all, the truth is, intuition is nothing but God's energy. Intuition is God's energy. You know, we're all energy, y'all. That's the reason why in this new class that I'm doing, this new class that we're doing called Manifest Your Life, I'm showing people how to attract the things in their lives that they want. My partner and I, how do you manifest the man of your dreams? How do you manifest the job of your dreams? You do it basically by your vibrational frequency. Now get this, y'all. Each one of us, if you look at us under the human being under a microscope, if you look at us under a microscope, everything's moving, y'all. We're nothing but energy. We are energy. Emotions, simply energy in motion. And so what I tell people is you have a vibrational energy that you operate under. And it comes from our thoughts and our emotions. And your thoughts and your emotions are keeping you from attracting the things that you desire. And what happens is because you think a certain thing and then you attach emotion to that, you operate in that vibrational frequency wavelength. And what you do at that point, then you attract everything to you that's on that wavelength. That's why people, they say misery loves company. It's simply, all misery loves company is that people who are operating on a certain frequency, vibrational frequency, they're attracting other folk who are on the same frequency. If you elevate your frequency, you will attract a different person, even in relationships. That's why we're doing this class, That's why we do. I'm like, listen, y'all, let me show you how to change your frequency. And now you don't have to look for a date. They'll find you because you're on a different wavelength, y'all. I found the business partner that I have now because I changed the way I was thinking. And then I changed the emotions I felt about my situation. This was last September. Because I'm looking at other coaches out there and I'm thinking to myself, wow, they're making money. They're making millions of dollars. And I wanted to be $1 million coach because I'm that good. But the thing about it was I was preventing my own self from attracting the people in my life. But not now. Not now, y'all. And so we're going to teach you how to do that. So listen, before I give you number 5, I'm going to say this. I've been doing discovery sessions. Anybody want to do a discovery session for free? I normally do charge $225. I want to, if you got problems, if you want to find out what's going on with you, why can't I get the person of my dreams? Why can't I make relationships work? Why do I keep attracting the same person? The same person with this, they're just a different face. Different face, but it's the same person. Same abusive person. Well, it's you. It's something about you that is attracting you. So if you're interested in that, inbox me. It's free. And then we'll set up a time. I'm just doing it 1 week. I did it 1 week in the summer, and I'm doing it 1 week now. And so, look, if you're interested in it, just inbox me, y'all. Every journey starts with one step. Take the step. And number 5. Number 5, to know. How do you know he's seeing other women? And I've been talking about it all day. Intuition. Intuition is, God gave us intuition. So that you ever been around something you just know, you like, it's something about that person I just don't like, or something about this situation doesn't feel right. That's intuition. And then you find out that, but most people aren't in tune with that. They're not in tune with their spirit. And so because they're not in tune with their spirit, they don't know what to do with the feeling that they have. And we're going to show you how to do that. And so, y'all, intuition tells you one thing, but then you feel so good. You feel good, but you look past that. And then you ultimately say, man, I should have listened to that. I knew something was wrong. I should have listened. Well, now we're going to teach you how to hone into that. All right? That's what we're going to do. Anybody want a session, hit me up, and then we'll do a discovery session, and we'll talk about your issue. And I can diagnose you in 17 minutes or less. The last two people that I did, I can diagnose you in 17 minutes or less. I say 20 minutes or less, like Domino's Pizza. I'm just that good. Because it doesn't take long, y'all. And there are a lot of limiting beliefs holding us back. You just don't know what they are. Let's find out. All right, y'all, that's my time. That's my time. Okay, y'all, I am gone. Remember, I'm Ken Canion, the host of Love, Lust, and Lies. And until tomorrow, remember, every journey starts with one step. Take that step today. I'm out.